And now, Barclaycard and Wish You Were Here welcome you around the world.
In Fiji, it's a long way to these Pacific Islands, but you can stop off there on some good value round-the-world air tickets. Backpacker Stephen Hume is also there. Air New Zealand fly from Gatwick to Nandi via Los Angeles. A new Fiji Funfair ticket costs £649 return until June the 19th and allows an overnight in Los Angeles. Special round-the-world fares are also available.
Thank you very much. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I couldn't possibly afford that. After all, it's 12,000 miles from home, so even getting there is going to be pretty expensive. Well, of course, you are going to need a little bit of the old wherewithal to stay in a place like this. This is a wonderful beach hotel right on the coast in Fiji and is absolutely wonderful. But, you know, there are always ways and means of getting close to a little bit of paradise on Earth without actually spending too much money. Take young Stephen Hume. He's got exactly the right idea.
I'm sure you're having a great time, Frank, but I've heard on the backpackers' grapevine of this island nearby where you can live and eat really cheap. So I'm going to go and check it out, and I'll tell you about it a bit later on.
I've never been to the South Pacific before, and I assumed that Fiji was Fiji, but there are 300 islands. Look at this. Isn't it just as you imagined the South Seas to be? The Yasawas, a string of islands 40 miles away from the main island. Total population no more than 2,000. And they're very happy to meet you as you lurch through the forest in a thatched World War II six-wheel drive army truck. We were invited to visit Bucama village. This is how people live. They'll sell you an exotic seashell or a basket for just a few pence. Visitors are formally welcomed with a bowl of kava, a lethal brew of pulverized pepper plant root. English is taught in the junior school. Fiji, you'll remember, was once a British colony. And what entertainment! With its own beach and on land rented from Bucama village is the Yasawa Island Lodge. Visitors stay in thatched bures, which are enlarged versions of traditional village homes. Though no Fijian ever lived like this, it's a lively mix of luxury and informality.
While Frank was splashing out top dollars on the mainland, I made the 1-hour hop over to Beachcomber Island, invitingly billed as Fiji's backpacker's paradise. The island has become a favourite stopover for weary round-the-world travellers eager to catch up on some much-needed R&R. The return crossing cost £20. The mixed bunk accommodation enjoys natural air conditioning, a wall missing, but this only adds to the enjoyment as the dorm attracts all sorts of night wildlife. Staying here, with 3 meals included, costs £23 a day. For couples seeking more privacy, there are swanky bures with private facilities costing nearly twice as much as a dorm. Meals at Beachcomber consist largely of fresh, locally grown food which is shipped in daily from the mainland markets. A variety of delicious fish and fruits provides a bulk of the meals, with the menus being changed daily. Served and eaten on the beach, meals double as a verbal bulletin board for backpackers, useful for anyone planning their next destination. Drinks charged on account range from super smooth Fijian cocktails costing £3.50 to house wine at 80p a shot. The average drinks bill per person per week seemed to work out at around £20. And beat this for a party location. So often, when I look for cheap accommodation throughout the world, I usually get stuck in some city centre. But here in Fiji, a lot of the budget accommodation is right by the sea. So for once, it really is a case of 5-star scenery at one-star prices.
This is Ariadne, a 70-foot twin-masted ketch used by the Yasawa Island Lodge to take guests around the islands. Roads are virtually non-existent, so this is the perfect way to see the coast and go beach hopping. And there's always somebody who'll knock you up a palm leaf sun hat in just a few minutes, or nip into the forest for a cooling drink of coconut juice.
You're right. Oh, good. Perfect. Right? Like it? Very good.
They claim that Ariadne is an ex-Dunkirk evacuation boat, but no one knows how it got to the Yasawas. Now, at this point, you may wish to look the other way. Beneath the water is an experience in itself. The reef is fabulous. Another world of colour, of shape and life. Quite irresistible. Well, despite the remoteness of the islands, you're never very far away from music here. This is the Bough Village Church Choir entertaining us. And look who's here, Stephen Backpacker Hume emerging from the forest. How are you?
Hi, Frank. Very well. How are you?
Now, the question is, did you get by out there at a reasonable price?
Well, I did, yes. Hostels cost about £5 a night, but if you go to the other outer islands, you'll have to live in the Fujian villages, which tends to be quite basic. Getting around. Buses are very cheap, but if you go backpacking, you'll have to rely on the local mail boat, and they tend to be quite irregular.
Drinks?
Drinks are very expensive, especially alcohol. So the tip is, bring your own duty-free.
But you've had a good time?
Very, very good.
Great. I'll tell you what, let's have this lovely choir sing us home, shall we?
A holiday split between the Regent Hotel, the Yasawa Island Resort and a Blue Lagoon cruise cost from £2,554. It also includes Air New Zealand return flights from London. The operator is Elegant Resorts.
And now, Barclaycard and Wish You Were Here welcome you around the world.